Hello. This reading is going to be for Aries for the week of April 15th to the 21st. Where I am, it is getting very springy, and that makes me happy. I'm Aries 2, so your reading is super duper important to me, and hopefully we're going to have a good one this week because I don't know about you, but I could really use it. Not that things have been dreadful, but, it's kind of a weird time in history. It's kind of a weird time all the way around. And I would like some massive changes, so I hope you feel the same. And even if you don't feel the same, I hope we all get what we want on some level. I guess that isn't 100% possible, but we will get some good stuff happening. It is the time to wake up. Ooh, that just popped out, so we'll keep it. It's a fire night. We like a fire night. See, I accidentally reversed the cards because I'm shuffling very sloppily here. Just kind of a first shuffle of the day, kind of an affair. They were already very well shuffled, though. I want you to know that because sometimes we get the same cards over and over, and it seems like I didn't shuffle, but I assure you I do. Because I want them to come out, excellent and different and fascinating each time. I don't want them to come out the same, but sometimes it's just the way it works. So today we're going to do a Celtic cross. So let's go like this. We're going to start with 1. And then we're going to go from there. So this is a great spread, very typical tarot spread that a lot of people use very regularly and kind of depend on. So we will do it today just because I don't usually do it. I do it with one of my daughters because she likes it, because she likes the structure of this spread. I hate structure, so it's not necessarily my favorite, but it does serve a purpose and it can be fun. So here we go. Okay. So this card represents you, Aries, and me. So let's see what we've got. Oh, right, the Fire Knight. So the Fire Knight's fantastic. It can definitely be us because, Aries, we tend to charge right in and take action. And this is definitely an active card. So something's on the go with you. It is you, and this is a weekly reading, but, some of it carries over into the future. Some of it is from the past. You know how that all goes. We sort of carry these things with us from now till whenever and from whenever. So this is going to be what covers you, or, pardon me, not what covers you, what crosses you, your obstacles. So, obstacles. Now, this is a card of celebration, a happy card, a card that can mean party. It can mean all kinds of things. It can mean that you're the host of this party and you're going to get to, do whatever. Depending on where you live, maybe that's not possible right now. Or you're going to comply with whatever, and that means that you can't do what you want to do, which is to celebrate. A lot of people are having that issue with weddings and all kinds of things, other celebrations they want to do. So that could be the obstacle, trying to create this situation with difficulty, or something else related to some sort of celebratory event. A lot of people, when they have these events, they have a lot of problems. Family coming together, everybody doesn't always get along. You have to, make it all work. Seat everybody where they're supposed to go. I mean, that sounds really basic. Sometimes it's way more intense than that. But whatever the case may be, there can be issues. So maybe that's what you're dealing with, or any kind of difficulties regarding a celebration. And right now there tend to be many. So let's see if anything like that goes down this week. My birthday was a few days ago, so I am having a thing in a little bit. So I'm hoping it's not what crosses me. That's for sure. I'm hoping it is great, fine, wonderful, and fantastic. So we'll see how it all goes. So what's above us? What are our influences? Well, this is my card, my Aries friends. This is the card that represents me the best. I have been getting this card since I was a small child. It is the card I get the most, and it's the card that I, feel close to and feel like it's always a part of my life. It's the Six of Cups. It's a fantastic card. It's about nostalgia. It's about deep childhood friendships. It's about feeling that feeling of closeness that you can have with a childhood friend or a friend from the past. for me right now, I have a boyfriend who I was a pen pal to when we were very, very young. Um, he's far away from me, and I have some of these kinds of feelings about him. And I have these close feelings of my own children about their childhoods and my childhood and, you know, things like that, like just reminders of all of that feeling. And then also, I have recently become very, very connected to a good friend of mine from when I was a small child, the oldest friend I know in history, in my history. And it's turned out she's the most awesome person I could ever imagine. And I just wish we had been friends all along. I mean, I would have definitely had a better life with her in it because she's amazing. And I think we have a really cool relationship. And I can't wait to see her. You know, I haven't seen her since high school. So, you know, that's what that means for me. For you, it could mean something very special and different. It could mean, you know, you're just looking back to your past. Maybe you had a very, very happy childhood and you think about it and it's a part of your life and part of the fabric of your life. Maybe it's that you have a special childhood friend that, you know, is major in your life and kind of has a huge influence on you and has made you the person you are and makes you happy and feel fantastic. Because, yeah, as you can see, this is a very happy card. I mean, there's nothing about this card that's negative. It's children in what looks like a garden setting. It's very happy. It's very calm and fun and peaceful. I think there's a little bit of whimsy there. It's just a good card. So we've got that going for us, right? This is what's below you. What's below you? The subconscious, the root of situations. And hey, it's a great card to have in your subconscious and as the basis for launching us into some great stuff. It's the Ace of Cups. Our passion, you know, we Aries tend to be passionate people. And this is the beginning of something, a passionate idea or a beautiful new love that we're going to put into action. But right now, it's that exciting beginning stage. It's either in your head or your heart. And it's something that we are going to have happen for us. And it's going to be a beautiful, amazing, fantastic thing. That is my plan, and I hope it is yours too. It's amazing what can come of getting the Ace of Cups. It really is the inception of your cup overflowing with passion. And that is always a good thing. This is a card representing your past. The devil. Oh no, everybody is so worried about the devil, but you really don't have to be that worried about it. Sometimes the devil represents being chained to something. Like, I mean, we're not really chained. We're chained in our heads, but it can be an addiction. It can be anything you do too much, any overindulgence. It could be that you are obsessed with somebody or something. You know, any obsession or addictive behavior or just too indulgent in areas. I mean, if you've ever been overweight, that could have been a part of your past. If you've ever been drinking way too much, that could be part of your past. You know, whatever the situation may be for you. So with some people, it's shopping. I mean, it sounds like it wouldn't be anything that would get too severe, but some people ruin their credit with their shopping tendencies and all kinds of things. So whatever it is for you. And if it's not anything that concrete, it's probably maybe something you were obsessed with in some other way. Perfectionism can be a big one. I've certainly been guilty of that. You want to do everything perfectly, and as a result of always having to do everything perfectly, you never get anything accomplished. I mean, been there, done that. So, you know, whatever it is for you, something to look at, something to think about, doesn't necessarily have to affect your future. And this, we're moving into the future. And this is a card, Eight of Pentacles, of the hard worker. Somebody who is working to create security and a better life and make things happen work-wise. You know, stepping stones in career, working away, doing your craft, you know, creating a business or creating your career, getting yourself further along financially and, you know, working towards that goal of having financial security. And also working towards health and wealth and happiness, essentially, because without some form of financial security, we can't be very happy usually. And without good health and security, life is very, very difficult. So this is good. I mean, except for, the devil making a quick appearance in the past. I don't know about you, but I'm not that concerned about him because the past is kind of over and done. I do like my indulgences, I'll be the first to admit, but, I'm trying to be more careful, so that's all that matters. Okay, this card. This card is all about your attitude toward things, how it's going to influence your life. And this is a great card, another Wands card. We Aries like our action. So we like our passion and we like our action, and that's what's asserting itself mostly here today. So this is a card about looking at your world and how you relate to it, what you're going to do next, what's the next step on your journey of life, fulfilling what you want to fulfill while you're here. I mean, it's very important. We have a lot of great ideas and a lot of things we want to put into action. So reviewing and evaluating, that's important. So that's what this card is all about. Oh boy, this is a nice card. So this card represents your environment, usually your home if you spend a lot of time at home. Can be a workplace if you spend more time there. Can be the jungle if you traipse around the jungle all day, or the woods or whatever your environment is. So this is a wonderful relationship. This could be representative of somebody that you work with or that you have a company with or something like that. Not usually just some guy or girl at work. It's usually something much stronger than that. Somebody that you have a true connection with. There's like a very special connection. If it's your home environment and this is somebody that you're married to or living with, that's very, very positive because, this is a very special relationship. And if you have that closeness and you have this person with you all the time or whenever possible, that is very, very positive. You will be a very happy person. And you probably are a very happy person for them. And, there's that wonderful give and take in this bond, which makes you equal partners and just something so cohesive and so amazing. Some people consider this a card of a potential soulmate, which is wonderful. So that might be your case. And I hope it is for you. This card, the Pentacles, again, Three of Pentacles, this one is about being a skilled craftsman or woman and being good at your craft or your job, your skill. Often this card can be that you have a rather high skill level in some area and you're putting it into practice. Here it looks like somebody is being hired by some, benefactor, so to speak, and there's going to be a job prospect here that's quite good. So if you have any job prospects on the horizon right now, something especially of a contracting nature, that could come to pass this week even. These three cards are your outcome for the week. And this is not a great card, but these two cards are lovely and kind of related also to this, because here the guy's looking back and wondering also what to do. The Two of Wands, he's looking at his world, and in the Three of Wands, he's kind of looking into the open world, possibly to the past or to the future. But it's a progression, and it's, trying to figure out what to do next. So you're probably doing a little bit of soul searching about what your next step in life is going to be. Finances are obviously a big concern, but so is your passion, what you want to do in life. Maybe there's that push-pull of career like there is with so many of us, especially Aries, because we want to do what we want to do and we want to do what's, we're passionate about. But sometimes that isn't where the money is right this second. So sometimes we have to do something that we're not always quite as crazy about. So either something is not great financially here for you, or you're worried that it's going to be, or you're just worried about money in general. Because I do find this card can mean that you're worried about it. It's not that anybody is actually destitute, but you're worried about it. So maybe this moment is not a time to do anything risky, especially considering what's going on in the world financially. Maybe tone it back a little, be a little bit careful with money. That's hard for us Aries. We are pretty spontaneous people, but we're also usually fairly decent with money because we don't want to be broke. We really don't. I know I'm having some financial issues right now, but I'm working on them and they're going to be all fine in the end. And I think that is the attitude to keep with you. Here we've got this guy who's missing a cup. He's got all these cups, but he's missing a cup. And whether or not the quest for that cup is right or not is only up to you, because you are the only person who knows what's right for you or is willing to take the risk for what's right for you. So you have to think about that one. Whatever it is, whatever you might go off and seek and leave these cups behind. But it's interesting. Does it have anything to do with this passion? Does it have to do with putting one of these things into action? Figure that one out and you might be able to figure out your answer. And then, of course, this one is looking again to figure out what to do next. And that isn't always easy, is it? Because sometimes we want to do so many things, it's insane. And sometimes we're trying and there are delays. And sometimes we're not even sure. So at least if we can come to the decision, Aries, of what we want to do, I think we're going to be okay here. There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good feelings. We have our passion. We have things we're passionate about. Now, this card I forgot to mention represents your hopes and fears. So maybe you have a job prospect. You're afraid this isn't going to happen. And because of that fear, we're thinking total, annihilation financially. But don't worry. It can be fine. It can be fine. You have some good skills happening here, and you have the ability to do things, to put things into action. Maybe some of you are thinking of starting a new business instead of slogging through what the usual job is. Maybe you want to start something new, but there's always a risk and a fear of doing that sometimes. So whatever it is for you, but I'm happy with this spread. Like I say, I'm also Aries, and I'm not put off by this. We're going to have our little challenges this week, but we're going to be okay. So you have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you soon.